Okay. Nerd Rocks asks, I forgot, was the head there your own design? Yes.
Absolutely. Totally our own design.
Yep. Otech Geek 1000 asks a good question. What happened to the turtle head?
You know what? We have a variation of the turtle head under development with our partners. And we elected to go with this for now because forget about looking at me. I'm trying to get on that picture. We elected to go with this design now because it was simple and it was something that we knew we could produce and get consistent results out of. However, our ambitions are high, and you will see that there are some really nice features for the turtle head, but not just a turtle head. We have one that is a multi-material turtle head simultaneously, and that kind of negated the need for doing the turtle head. It's kind of a different ball selector valve system, and when you see it,
it'll make sense.
It'll make a lot of sense. It's not an easy thing to manufacture. It requires some efficient grinding and polishing processes, but we're looking to try and get it to where it's economical to build. The head itself is going to be at least $200 more, but it will print with 4 sources at the same time, meaning 4 material feeds. And that will allow you to do what we've been trying to do, and that's what other people have tried to do, and that's mix the materials either for alloying or for coloring. And that's where we're at.
Next question he asks is the head cleaning brush.
Another good question. We have made the provisions for it. I haven't done anything new with it the last couple weeks. It falls in the same boat as that. We actually are opening up or reaching out to a couple of mechanical designers. One of them is actually one of the guys who bought a printer. That would be John, Pro-E guy. And we actually have another group here, and I have the group in Vietnam also working on that particular add-on to it. So we've just made the printer so that it's ready to drop on, and when we get it figured out to our satisfaction, we'll make it available to you. And if you're a backer, it'll be, you know, I mean, it's not like we don't have one. I mean, that's their motor with the bush on it. But, you know, I can't just duct tape it, although Gorilla Tape just about solves any problem you've got. So maybe we should just Gorilla Tape this on. But what we're trying to do is we're trying to get this so that we can set it up and mount it up.
Like underneath here, yeah.
You can efficiently. And to do that, instead of having this long collar on it that you guys are seeing here, we make it so that the brush attaches straight onto the
motor,
the shaft coming out.
Yeah.
And so that will shorten this by 1 inch, and that allows us to take the mount flange right there, and that'll bring the brush right up. So I love this little motor.
I know.
This motor is awesome. Don't be surprised if someday we don't build an extruder with this motor.
Oh yeah, it's plenty. So what he's talking about, guys, is, so you guys can see right here,
you know,
it does take up quite a bit of space.
Here, I'll bring it in from this side. So it would mount just like this.
Yep. There you go.
Sound effects. There you go.
Okay. Altech Geek 1000 also has one other question, which is, how is the magnetic removable build plate coming along?
Oh, let me see about that.
Man. You're not going to let us get away with just about anything, are you? Which is just fine by me.
Oh, there's one in there, one in there. You mean this build plate right here that we're still playing with?
Yep.
And you see the bump right here is the magnet, and we have some more where the magnets are actually
embedded,
flush.
Yeah.
So you can
they
see,
are embedded.
Yeah, they are embedded. I don't have anything that's magnetic to show you. I guess I have a magnet.
Oh yeah. Prove that it's a magnet there. So.
It could be. It could just be a bump. Well, that's where we buried the body.
So there you go.
See? And then on the other side, you've got the same thing. You know,
Yep.
it'll be interesting to see how these really work out.
Yep.
The concept is good.
Now the magnets are already inside the build plate area. That's underneath
That's
here.
been
So
embedded.
you've
Everybody's
four
got
of them.
magnets in their hotbed.
Yep.
In your high-heated build platform. Nice. Look.
So TechGeek 1000, it looks like you've got a list. So from what Eagle and Jay and Seraphinius can see. So you got a few more. Oh, Neurox says there should be an overview review broadcast to get everyone up to date as to where everything is pricing on attachments and so forth. I like that. Okay.
You want a job? I need a guy to manage this. That sounds pretty good to me.
That's a great suggestion, Neurox.
I think soon. I don't know if it'll be next week, but the week after, I think we could do a full review of everything and show what, from the start to where we're at, and also we'll boldly state where we're headed to, which we probably shouldn't do since we know spies are watching. But we'll do that, and you guys can enjoy watching us trip and run and fall and get up and run some more, and make even more progress. I mean, everything we do affects you guys because you all have a printer, so everything that we add on to this is obviously going to be an enhancement to your investment and your adventure.
Oh yeah.
So there you go.
Oh wow.
I like that list.
So do I. It's a great suggestion, Nerd Rocks.
How'd you make that bigger?
Oh, it's because it's right behind. It's a separate window. I have been playing with XSplit as much as I can to get it to do stuff like that. So it's been an adventure in itself.
Where's TechGeek 1000 located?
Well, if he or she wants to answer that question, or unless they want to keep their anonymity, you can answer that one way or the other.
Yeah, what part of the country? You don't have to tell us anything else. I just love to know what time zone you're in.
So yeah.
Minnesota.
Yep.
Okay. Very nice. Oh, I know who you are now.
So.
You're my favorite buddy. Actually, I love hearing from you.
Yep.
And I love hearing from everybody. One way or the other we do.
Yep. So we are roughly
There are a few things on this earth that are more disheartening than to work really hard on something and have no one give a rip whether it comes out or not. So it's kind of fun to have everybody engaged like they are. Now, fun may not be the right word. Stimulating, motivating. I mean, you guys really have done a lot to keep this thing going. So do not think that your involvement hasn't been significant, because it has absolutely been significant.
huge. Oh yeah.
I mean, our commitment is solid, and our stamina is impressive, or lucky, or obsessive. I don't know what word to use, but still.
Obsessive is a good word to use.
You can only do so much on a cup of coffee. Every now and then you need a little human cheering or kicking you in the behind.
Or an oatmeal raisin cookie.
Oatmeal raisin cookies are definitely properly motivating material. That's correct. And actually, my personal favorite for motivation is blackened Cajun salmon.
Oh yes.
From Whole Foods.
Oh yeah.
We got a Whole Foods around the corner, and they have a couple little delis inside, or little kitchenette, or micro bistros, whatever you want to call them. And they make this blackened Cajun salmon that is just melts in your mouth.
It's beautiful.
Funny, I wasn't hungry before the broadcast.
Hey, Charles.
So, yeah. Well, hopefully, Tech Geek, you got on in time to see how we boxed up the printer, and that'll make you a little more inspired about yours. And I feel greatly encouraged.
Very much so. Same here. Oh yeah.
I tell you what, Friday morning before I saw the solution, I was thinking, that's a lot of people to have to drive their printer to. I was not looking forward to a world tour, but
Manufacturing company says, "What time does Whole Foods close?" Unfortunately, the hot bar, the grill that they have serves.
They close at 8 on Sunday, 9 on Saturday.
Yeah.
But they're open at lunchtime every day this week. Don't
Yes.
try and come on Monday or Tuesday. Those are both ship days. Wednesday and Thursday, I have time on you if you want to do a lunch on one of those days.
Yep.
That's for you, Midnight Manufacturing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we have a saying around here. Ship day is always the tough day because we're always like chickens with our heads cut off, doing this detail, that detail, making everything go.
Both days.
So, both. Nah, I can't book you for both, but you can take one or the other. You pick.
Mm-hmm.
Just let me know. Actually, the wife's out of town. You can take me to dinner on either one of those too if you want.
Woo.
They're going to Tybee Island. It's a 5th grade class adventure,
That's
so
right.
they get an overnight trip. All the local schools do that.
Mm-hmm. If you guys ever get a chance to go to Tybee Island, it is quite nice during the summer. So it's kind of like Georgia's little secret. So because everyone goes to Hilton Head or everyone goes to Myrtle Beach, well, not in Georgia, but it's across in the South Carolina, North Carolina area. So, but yeah, Tybee Island is a very, very nice place to go. So
I gotta tell you,
it's
this
kinda sleepy.
material is awesome.
I know.
I just love this material.
Sane Smart. These yellow Sane Smart stuff.
If anybody out there ever figures out why yellow and green seems to print better than any other of the colors, I would love to hear your theory on it. I know that black, I do not know anything actually. I believe that black probably has more carbon in it, and that would make sense that it would maybe change the charge density or something like that. So it has a little more gooey texture to it.
It does.
Usually when things stick together, they stick together for a reason. Electrostatic forces. So when you have a lot of your long chain hydrocarbons laying parallel to each other as they cross link up, if they have a charge, it'll make them go tighter together. Anyway, the black probably neutralizes a little bit of that charge and the carbon.
Oh yeah.
That would explain why it has a little bit different texture. Although when it's cool, it feels durable, but you still
Well,
feels.
The black,
Yeah, it feels durable.
but it's
Huh.
I don't know.
MAT.
Let's see. Oh, a couple more questions. All day Wednesday? No. I'm in a manufacturing company. We can't do
No,
it.
actually, I'm going to tell you, we have a new policy here. We love having visitors.
Yeah.
And everybody is welcome. Any backer is welcome at any time. But we are limiting our visitors to 1 hour. The reason for that's simple. We are not getting our work done. Some days we're getting people in here for 5-6 hours.
Yeah.
So we all made a commitment to get in, get the meeting done, and then go forward. Otherwise, we just start falling behind so hopelessly. And
So-
we're already hopelessly behind before the day starts.
It's not the fact that we don't love you guys.
All right. X-Ray Charlie, thank you so much. I'm sure we'll be in touch this week and let you know how things are going on the shipment side.
Tech Geek 1000, have you done more testing on the material sensor?
No, not this week. This week we were focused on the shipping solution, and the truth is with the material sensor we made it modular, so I mean I'm not worried about it so much. That sounds like it's a cop-out maybe probably to you, but it functions at the moment, and until we get some experience with it, we won't know where its weaknesses are and aren't. It might be that it works great. It might be that we need to go back to the drawing board a few times, but because it's a simple add-on, we're not gonna sweat it at this moment. That might be a really bad way to approach it, but we can only fix so many flat tires at one time.
It's a good question, though.
Yeah, it's a great question.
Nerd Rocks, what does it? What makes it black and yellow? Starts the same, just the additives. Okay.
Yeah, but you understand when you get color. Color is a direct relationship to chemistry. We all know that colorimetric analysis is very popular. So the yellow is probably going to have a chromate, potassium chromate of some kind in it, more than likely. You got dichromates and trichromates to get you your oranges and your yellows. The black is probably coming from a carbon. It's the cheapest material that you can get a black color from. The white, I don't even have a clue how they get the white. It's probably from natural and it's all reacted, so it doesn't do much. Just reflects the light, doesn't absorb much.
I agree with that.
Purples and stuff like that probably have some irons going on with it. And red, I'm not even sure where the red's coming from. I should do some reading. I'd like to know more about the chemistry on this.
Oh,
all right, Yeoman.
Thank you very much for stopping by. And this is, we'll try to see the cast from Poland. Please try to print 2 of those parts I send today. Okay. Yeah.
You bet. As a matter of fact, feel free to call me tomorrow, Yeoman, and I will let you know how that slicing went on it.
Yep.
Don't hesitate to call.
So we do have just to let you guys know, we do have an 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. So 8 o'clock to 10. That's with Eric. Guy up in New York. Gentleman up in New York.
You have it or I have it?
Either one of us does. I will be here. So now that I don't have anything else that's impeding my time tonight.
So. Paint white is titanium oxide or something like that. There you go.
Good stuff. Seeing if you. Okay.
Yeah, but Dave.
Thank you, Lord.
I hope you're getting in the truck. You might as well just put your sleeping bag in the front seat.
Yeah, no kidding.
Happy birthday.
Yes, happy birthday, Lord Davo.
Lord Davo turned 85 this weekend, so, you know, It's amazing that he's still working. He's just checking to see if you're really paying attention. Who do we have in here?
Eric Eugene. He's the gentleman who makes the desks.
Yes. Did I schedule for 8 a.m. on Monday?
Yeah. This is Otech Geek 1000. What is the best resolution you guys have been able to get? Well, we're the ones who do push the,
100 microns is the best we've tried to print out so far, but we haven't tried to go thinner than that.
We know we can, but it's a matter of the material science at that point. Right?
We'll get obsessed with that later. Too early? No. 8 a.m.'s fine.
Yeah.
That's no problem.
It's a running
sometimes joke. We got so many things scheduled that I get caught sideways. So now 8 a.m.'s just fine.
Yep.
I guess we're printing something tomorrow, huh?
Oh yes, we are. Yeah. Yes.
It's impossible for Dan to be here at 8 a.m. I don't care what you say.
No.
Okay, we'll see tomorrow morning. Just watch and see.
That's right.
But good thing is you got Lord Davo and me, and we will got your back covered.
Let's see. Yeah, we're resolved not to drink too much before lunch. Thank you, Davo.
Actually, are we supposed to do slicing tomorrow, right?
Yeah. Tomorrow.
Yeah,
wait. Is it slicing? No. I think this is first session. Second session.
I thought Eric, is this your first or second session? I thought it was your second.
The very first session, he wanted to talk with us about getting the system 30. He wanted to see. And if you remember that, it was more of a fact-finding thing. Now we can go over
first. Got it.
But he's been. He knows his way a little bit more around the machine shop and doing stuff like that.
If it's your first session and you could schedule it for maybe an hour or so later, that would be great because then Dan or Davo could do it.
No, I'll be here.
If that's possible. If not, you're stuck with me. You'll gruff mine.
He says that later is fine.
Pick a time, let us know. We'll go write it on the calendar right now.
Yep.
9 o'clock? You can be here at 9?
Yeah.
How about 9 a.m.? What you don't know is we have school buses that just are like traffic from hell until about 8:45 around here. And I mean, it can take a half an hour to go 4 miles. So it would be much better. 9 it is. I'm going to go write it down right now. Yeah. That's me going to write it down.
Yeah.
Thank you for your flexibility.
Yep. Just so you guys know, 5 schools to get from my place to the shop. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Lots of blue light specials too. So, thankfully I'm not one of those who gets caught by the blue light specials. So, yeah.
That was for my parents.
All right, guys. This is at we're at 22,000 lines out of 23,000, so almost 24,000. So we're coming up pretty close toward the end on this print. So wow, this is looking pretty good though. Carl, I gotta tell you, the finish quality in this guy is looking just stellar.
The more I print, the luckier I get.
That's right.
Well, for a cheap print, it looks pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
The proof will be if you hold it up and you look through the gradient. And you can see all the way through it.
Yeah. So we'll have to do it without the fill next time.
How many lines we got left?
We're at 22,900, and the entire print is 23,733. So yeah. So now we're just past 23,000. So we only have a little bit left.
About 2 or 3 more minutes.
Yep.
Be my guess. It's 400, 500 lines left because of the buffer.
Yep. Oh, that's right. Oh, another question. Kevon, can I contact you tomorrow to get a new time
yes.
for a video card?
Yes, for sure.
Yes.
We'll do a Skype train and get it going.
Oh yeah. Absolutely, Kevon.
By the way, that was you scheduled your name on the 8 a.m. thing. That wasn't say Carl next to it.
Okay. Then I was going to be here.
I'm just saying.
I know.
I got enough stuff I'm cooking.
Believe me. I know.
And the good thing is Sable's never here early, so you can just have this same thing and just walk right through it. He's got System 30? The more...
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay.
So we'll put him in that next batch then. Remember we were trying to load up the names for the batch?
Yeah.
All right. Maybe tomorrow we can get together and create batch 1, batch 2, batch 3, because Kevon is supposed to be in that batch.
That's right. Let's see. We're down to the last 400 lines, guys. So each time you see this thing move, guys, it's another line down. So Kevon says, "What about group training?" Good question.
We're going to do group training, but we have found that up to now we've done it individually, mostly because we just want to get to know everybody and understand their skill set, and that's hard to do as a group. Our goal is to get where we start scheduling groups of 4 people so that we can do parallel training. If you have a group that you want us to train, it's no problem. If you're thinking that we will train you and a couple of the other backers at the same time, that is a possibility. We have to upgrade a team viewer to another level, which we're going to be doing here over the next 2 weeks. And then we'll be able to handle, I think it's up to 16 people at the same time. So, just FYI. Well, so we've proven that we could probably print a beeswax.
Yes.
Hey, that would be fun to do.
Yeah. Yeah. So
That would be a lot of
that
fun
would
to
be
do.
very interesting.
And I'm thinking that the beeswax would actually firm up at room temperature pretty well.
Yes, it would. Yeah. Next material of the month?
Could be. I don't know how the bees feel about it, but I'd be interested in trying it.
Oh yeah. I know the temperature doesn't have to go up that very high for beeswax. So yeah.
Uh-oh.
Well, there it is, guys. We finished.
It did.
Wow. Here, can we
That sucker stuck pretty good.
Oh yeah. I used the right amount, so use the right amount of Aquanet. Yeah.
It's hot.
Wow.
Let me get it from this side.
Ah, it's not that it's hot. It's just impressive that it's. There it is. So it is 100% fill on the bottom. It looks like.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and the top, so there'll be no looking through it. I'll tell you what, Hutch, that is pretty darn good.
Okay. Tech Geek 1000 asks, what about the chilled build plate? That's my last question for now. That's classified.
Actually, I'm going to address that.
Really?
Back on camera though. Yeah, I
Okay.
am, because I want them to know what we're doing.
Okay. There you go.
Just scoot it. For those of you that hung in with this broadcast all this time
To the very end,
to the bitter end, I'll throw this little morsel out to you guys.
because we talked to this about a few people already.
The heated build platform was the very first adventure into the build platform. We already know that we have a Peltier version of it. We already know that we have a smaller version that we can take to a much higher temperature.
Mm-hmm.
You're thinking, well, why would you do that?
Some.
I wonder if there'd be a need for a circuit board reflow system. Could be. We also have some post-processing fusing action going on, where we can take and reheat the material, run it through some rollers, and cause it to rejoin or seam itself to make even better than what it was put down with the FDM. We have some other multi-melt zone type of technologies, which I can't tell you about right now because we're having somebody working on a patent for us. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Needless to say, you will find that there will be as many different build platforms as there will be printheads a year from now. So stay tuned. We see so many different possibilities for that technology to mate with the multi-heads.
Oh yeah.
There's a reason why we've done what we've done. We said there's a place where you bolt your robot on. We're not kidding. There's a pick and place option for this.
Mm-hmm.
There is a multi-articulated interface to it, so we can actually move parts. Not necessarily the plastic parts, although you could take them and get them off, but parts where we are mating parts, circuit boards with an assembly, with hardware and things like that. So we're trying to see where we can take this so that it's more of a little mini factory. That said, it's like everything else on our sky high thing.
List.
One thing at a time. So first things first, get you guys to where you can do the old fused plastic deposition trick. Then you do it with build material. Then you do it with the ability to change the prints, i.e. material in the middle of the print.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next thing starts to be a lot of fun.
Oh yeah.
Actually, the razor blade part removable won't be required. We have a build plate that is actually able to make the part very removable.
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
And you might think we're chilling it to do it. And we might be, but we're not saying it. And we might not be chilling it. Oops.
So, great question, Tech Geek 1000. So just so you guys can see,
you're gonna want to get close on that one.
that's what it just printed off.
I've never seen a hand come off a printer so good.
Oh, I know. So, honeycomb is definitely possible. So,
Oh,
There you
on
go.
that sucker, huh?
yeah, I know. Sorry about
Might
that.
be coming off my forehead. You know, if I just wore a hat, I might look 2 weeks younger. What do you guys think? Anyway, don't worry about it. Okay.
All right.
Well, on that cheerful note,
Oh, speaking of build plates, the volcanic glass plate mentioned last week